Alright, welcome to this video. It's been a long time since I've last made a YouTube video. To be exact, it's been 10 years since I've last made Medieval 2 Let's Play, gameplay, whatever you want to call it. And recently I just been on my YouTube page and seen those videos, and I thought, hey, why not after 10 years, sort of like an anniversary revival style, try to make Medieval 2 gameplay. Obviously the game is pretty old now, to be honest. It's been old when I last played it 10 years ago, but I still really enjoy it, and if you wanna have some fun, just a chill gameplay experience and maybe feel some nostalgia along the way, why not watch this video. Alright, 10 years ago, back when I was in middle school, I really enjoyed playing the French, and the videos I made there were with the French faction. Unfortunately, I only made 3 videos, so I didn't get really far, but we're gonna try it again. Maybe we'll get further, maybe we won't. Okay, I'm not gonna read all this text here. Feel free to pause and read it yourself if you're interested in that. Otherwise, we're gonna do it on a hard campaign difficulty, but just medium difficulty in battle, because that's just sort of what I enjoy playing. We're gonna leave the campaign rules on long here, but we're gonna see how far we get. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Since I haven't really been recording videos for the last 10 years, I'm sort of new to this whole thing, so I'm not really sure how to improve quality of the sound or of the video itself. So this first video might be a little bit iffy in those regards, but those are skills that we're just gonna try to pick up along the way. So maybe the next video is gonna be a little better, and so on and so on. But now that was informative enough for an intro, I guess. So we're just gonna start right into the game. I'm gonna watch the intro. If you want to skip it, just feel free to skip ahead, but I really like those videos to, I don't know, get an historic character or whatever you want to call it.
France stands proud and powerful. Notions of courtly love have ushered in an era of nobility and chivalry. The legacy of Charlemagne still resonates with noble and commoner alike. Europe is a continent divided by mistrust and centuries of violence. As crusades carve a bloody swathe in the distant east, the ideals of chivalry and honor are tested time and again. In times of war, much is sacrificed. Countless lives are lost to battle and honor so that a kingdom can prosper.
Alright, now that we kind of set the mood for this whole campaign here, we're gonna just have a look at where we stand here. I haven't played this campaign in recent weeks or months, so I've forgotten a whole lot of how many troops we have and cities and so on. So I'm just gonna have a look here. We've got Angers with a small force here, which is a castle. Then we've got Paris, obviously, a city. Then Reims. Shit, that was pretty bad French pronunciation. Sorry for that, but it's not gonna get any better. Which is also a city with a small force, and then Toulouse and Marseille down here in the south. Okay. So we're in an interesting position here because we've got to worry about Spain down here. But if I remember correctly, they usually take quite a bit of time to get all their rebel cities. So it's gonna be some turns before they start bothering us. Then we've got obviously the English up here, and then the Holy Roman Empire to the east. Okay, I think what we're gonna try to do is get a jump on the English, because, well, historically speaking, it is the year 1066. So the Normans have just split from the rest of France and conquered England. So we would probably be pretty pissed about that. So we're gonna probably try to start with conquering Britain, and then we're gonna just see whether we will be going east, south, or southwest. Alright, I think when I last played this, I usually went for the rebel cities first, but we're gonna try something different today.
Your Majesty?
We're gonna use our princes here to spy a little bit.
A royalty on.
Here's Caen, the city. And so they will probably start attacking the rebel city, which is over here. So what we will try to do is take away their city. We could attack them straight out, but we don't want to do that, because then they could react with Captain Robin over here. And an Englishman called Robin sounds pretty dangerous. So what we will do is just go out here, recruit some mercenary crossbows, and then wait for the turn. Okay, then we've got some troops in here. Our King Philippe. He's still pretty youngish, so that's a good sign. We will take almost all his force and come over here. We're gonna do that slowly because we want to take them as well. You're just sitting around over here.
As you wish.
Alright, I think, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Consolidate all our troops from up here. We're leaving a little garrison in our cities here, and then use that force to attack the English in Caen. And then we will probably straight out go to Britain. Wow, okay. So now we've talked about a lot of tactical stuff already. We've also got a spy over here, which we will use to... I will take that with us, why not? I mean, I could use it to check out what the Holy Roman Empire is doing or something, but I just really don't feel that's all that necessary. So we're not gonna do that. Down in the south, we've got Bordeaux we could capture. Then we've got a rebel city here, and one here. Yeah, we're not gonna attack anyone else than the English faction-wise at the start, I think, because that would just be a little over-ambitious. So we will use this force here to go after Bordeaux, and then maybe after those cities here. Oh, there should be a city down here as well. Alright, so let's check our troops. We've got spearmen and 1 bowman here, 2 more bowmen, so that's 3 bowmen. 4 should probably be enough, so we will take this troop here and get up here. Here we will take... I will just take everyone, why not? I think that was a mistake. Okay, because we do wanna... Okay, now I made a little bit of a mistake here, because what we should have done is go up here and straight up siege the city. But well, what are you gonna do?
Today's journey ends.
Alright, so much for our troop movements. Now we can take a breath and occupy us with some building. In Marseille we can straight up upgrade our town, which is good. We probably also want to lower our tax rate so we grow a little bit more quickly. This will mean a little less income, but it's not that important right now, I think. Then in Paris, we'll just go with the land clearance because that gives us some improved productions and also growth, if I remember correctly. Yes, here. Population growth is based on farming level. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna need maybe a couple of turns here to get my my head back in this game. So I might have to check a couple of things. In Rem we will also build the communal farmings, and then we've got our cities here. Here we want to probably also build farming first. We could go for some knight stables to get some more knights, but doesn't seem that important at the start, to be honest. Then in Angers, last but not least, we can actually upgrade it to a castle already, so we will do that. Our tax rates in Paris we will lower because we want Paris to grow fast. Same thing with Rem here. Alright, that's not great, to be honest. Because we lowered our taxes so much, we're now not gonna make enough profit to actually sustain our money. So we'll have to reverse that. Well, as I've said, it's been a while, guys. Alright. We're gonna be at minus 714. So what we should probably do is cancel some of our buildings. I'll be canceling this. Ah, that's fine. We should get some money from... Actually from... Maybe we can squeeze out from some money from them. For some trade. And then we'll see. Yeah. Alright, I think that's it for turn one. We have absolutely no money left to recruit anything, so we won't do that. And we'll just see whether or not we can sustain this sort of aggressive pace or not. Alright. So now I always kind of feel bad about those kind of questions because we could marry off our princess to some random dude. Obviously it's how the game works, so we're gonna have to do it, but I still kind of feel bad about it. But we're definitely not gonna marry her off to a 50-year-old dude. So we'll decline that. End of turn. Financially we're very bad. On the other hand, we've got a great military. Alright. Okay, that looks kinda grim. Ah shit, I think he just
Your Majesty?
retreated back into the city.
Would you have me negotiate or
That is not great.
What is it you wish to discuss?
So we'd like to go for some trade rights, and we will sell them our map information for hopefully a good amount of money. We probably need about that much. just want to get a feel for what he considers generous and what not. So for 900, that would still be generous. Sorry, bear with me here for 1 second. 1,000 would be balanced, so we're gonna try and sell it for 1,100. Should get us through another turn.
It's good to
Yes,
see you
great.
meet again, sire.
Seigneur,
Here we're gonna
battle.
start
for your honor, mon roi. Laying siege, mon roi.
a siege,
The siege goes as planned, Seigneur. Oui, Seigneur.
while our lads here are gonna be
Oui.
trying to
Today's march. Oui. Huh. Joining into a powerful
catch
force
up.
of troops, mon roi. Seigneur.
Alright, so this plan here failed horribly.
Seigneur. Ready and able. Combining forces to ensure victory, Seigneur. There is no glory. An order?
So we're gonna try and hide our lads in a little bit of forest over here maybe.
Move now. If they find
So
us here,
hopefully he'll move out and then we can lay siege to it and then maybe capture it in a couple of
Très bien.
turns.
On behalf of France.
Alright, so my initial plan has failed miserably because I was hoping they would go over here so we could attack them. So we're gonna be off to a quite slow start here,
Orders?
but that's not the end of the world because we still
God's servant. In God's
can
name.
start on different fronts. We can try to claim our rebel cities over here and then try to get some initial growth going. I would still really much enjoy lowering our taxes a little bit because we could really use that growth.
Have the watch flocked. It's an ambush. Death by my hand was always their fate.
Okay, they wanna get us to reinforce Angers here. We will be rewarded with some units. That would be pretty nice. We're no longer the strongest faction, but that's completely fine. We've upgraded some of our towns, and we're already at war. Well, that's fine by me, to be honest.
For France.
Would just like to check real quick
Your
where their
Majesty.
army went. Nowhere over here.
Très bien. On behalf of France.
Ready and able.
So we will just
Combining forces to ensure victory.
attack them here.
There is
Ooh.
no glory, mon roi.
Maybe we can actually
Ready
draw them
and
out here. Ah,
Glory
come
to
on, man.
mon roi. We attack. Where shall we? Oui, Seigneur. Orders. Orders. Mon roi. Orders.
Softly, Seigneur. Slipping in unseen, mon roi.
Okay, if he retreats, we're gonna have a problem. But what are you gonna do?
For France.
Seigneur. We shall slaughter them. Orders. As you wish.
Luckily
men
for
will
us,
camp
Bordeaux
here,
is
Seigneur.
pretty badly
Where shall we
garrisoned.
strike?
We should be okay to capture this.
We march on our victims, Seigneur. Let
Yeah.
us stop waiting and take the walls, we?
Your Majesty.
Alright then, that's what we're gonna
Seigneur.
try.
We shall slaughter
Maybe we'll
them.
have a first success here, because we could really need it, considering what happened up there. The odds are pretty equal. They've got 2 units of crossbow, which are pretty dangerous, but we do have a lot of troops. Once we get into the city, it should be pretty
We have the
pretty
goal.
easy to finish
Attack!
them off. Okay. So far we pretty much only talked about the game, which is completely fine for me right now because I need to get back into this game, so talking about it helps. But as I get more comfortable, I hope that I will be able to start doing more of a chill commentary than such an intense discussion of my of the game plans in my head. But well, here we are. Okay. So we're just gonna see whether we have 2 gates or not. I think they just have 1, which is alright. Luckily we do have some ladders. So we're gonna set up our first assault force over here. We're gonna try to spread out our casualties among all our unit types. Sorry, my autism is kicking in here. Alright. That's gonna have to do. And then we're also gonna try to sneak in some of our troops over here. And some on the other side. So they will have to spread out their defensive troops, which is gonna give us an advantage. That's the plan in theory, but so far my plans have not worked out at all. But we'll have to see. Okay. We're definitely gonna need some more support over here if we want to breach that gate. And the second unit of archers is also fine over here. Okay. How did they deploy? They've got a unit of spears over here. 2 unit of archers over here. That's good for us because we don't want them to shoot at us over here. And where's the last unit of spears? It's just back here. So I think we kind of confused the computer here a little bit, because he should obviously have something here, because right now not even the towers are shooting at us. But that's great for us, because we can just relax, enjoy this really nostalgic music, at least for me. And yeah, break the gates. We will speed up a little bit here, as long as they're not moving. They are starting to move now, so I'm gonna have to reconsider. Alright, that's interesting. As soon as they're gone, we're gonna be able to breach the walls over here. Maybe over here. Here he's left 1 unit and the other one is over there. Yeah, that's just a little bit too late, I think.
Our men have reached the gates with the battering ram.
So we're gonna bring up our second unit of spears, try to break in here, and then we should be pretty fine. Alright. He might just go back up there, so we're gonna try and sneak in over here.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
That was fast. But yeah, that's just really nice. They didn't get a single tower shot on us. They're gonna start shooting now, but I'm not that worried anymore.
Our soldiers have proved their
All right.
worth today. The enemy's
Now we're
walls
just gonna
belong
have to
us now.
fight them a little bit. We're also gonna try and sneak our cavalry in here to speed this whole battle up a little bit.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match.
Yeah,
for
our archers
valor
are
and
gonna be
force of
pretty
arms.
useless here. But well, who is shooting at us? Ah, maybe we're gonna have to sneak you in as well.
Our men are winning the battle.
By the way, those spearmen are not gonna do anything as long as he just keeps on this wall here. But that's actually really good for us, because he's not shooting at anything with his crossbowmen. Alright, we don't want to lose our archers in combat. So we try to pull them out, and then we're gonna start shooting at the back here. Okay, they should not be walking, that was my mistake. Now we're gonna try to force his archers to get in combat by capturing the square over here. Because if he doesn't do anything, we're just gonna win by capturing the town. Okay. They should not be in combat here. Please get out. You keep shooting for as long as possible. And our spearmen are definitely winning here. Now we can run down some archers. And this is going pretty well, I'd say.
Enemy general flees like the coward he is.
Alright, change of
Bourgeois-Sunny. Our men have
plans.
captured the enemy general.
Those
Guard him well
cut
and make it
sequence.
so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Completely forgot about those, because I'd like to finish off their fleeing units here. You can help over here, or maybe one of you can, because the other one is gonna have to deal with the second unit of spears, which is, I have no idea where.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Our general should be fine here.
Seigneur, our men are in command of the castle.
Alright, I'm really confused right now because he should have a second unit of spears somewhere. But I
The
simply
enemy flees the battle.
cannot find them,
Run
but hey,
down those worthless peasants.
that was that. I shouldn't have continued the battle here, but well. Or at least there was no need to. But hey, it's our first fight, so let's enjoy running down our enemies. Why not? Let us at least do it a little bit faster. Ah, there's the last guy.
All of Christendom will be awed by
Brilliant.
our victory here
That
today.
worked out better than I expected. But to be honest, I played this game so much in middle school. That's probably just muscle memory. We're gonna have to sack this, even though it's not great for growth, but we really need the money right now. And our prince got some
Seigneur,
more command ability, which is great. We can even rebuild our knights here, which is cool. Then we will have to take another look at our finances. We do still make a little bit of minus, but not too much. So we could actually spend some money here, which is good because we're gonna need to. So let's build the market here. That's gonna give us some actual cash, which we desperately need right now.
ready and able. Come and get me, you coward.
Okay. Yeah, what we're gonna have, or what I'm gonna have to figure out is the whole movement on the campaign map, because I really thought I could attack him. Because now he's probably just gonna retreat, and then we're gonna be at the same situation we were last time.
Can you not tell, friend?
But well, it is what it is. Ah, yes, the Pope. I forgot about him. Yeah, he's probably not gonna like the war with England we're in here. But well, he's just gonna have to deal with it. I think it doesn't really matter that much what the first Pope thinks of you, because he's alright, he's 41, but it's okay. We're not gonna worry about this right now. We still can't really build anything else because we don't have any money, but it is what it is. Are we sending our priest, by the way, here to spy a little bit? Okay, now that's quite a loyal dude. He is 30, but well, I think we're just gonna get a new commander here. I'm just gonna assume this whole marriage is consensual. That I'm not gonna have to feel bad. Alright. Hey, we're the largest faction now. Also kinda cool. We've constructed some stuff, which is great. Alright, he didn't retreat into the city. I don't know if he's not able to because we're standing that close to him, or if it's just the computer being the computer. If you know, let me know in the comments.
Ready and able.
But I think that's pretty great for us because it means we can attack him here.
For the honor of France, we will attack.
Okay. That actually works out brilliantly for us because we don't have to siege him. We just can fight them in the open. If we manage to kill all of them, we're just gonna be able to capture the town. But seeing as that I'm not the greatest in actual battles, that's gonna be hard, but it's still helpful to kill as many of them as we can in the open here. Alright. Also, that's gonna give us a lot of cash, probably. Well, provided we win. But I am gonna try my best here. Oh, I just really missed this music. Alright, here we go. Our first field battle here. Hopefully it will go as well as our first siege went. That would be great. Again, I'm gonna have to sort my troops a little bit here. Because I just really enjoy when it looks that neatly. And then we're gonna deploy our lads here. There's not really a lot of high ground we can use, but there's still a little slope here, so we're gonna try to utilize this. I'm just doing this really simply here because I completely forgot how I used to do that 10 years ago. Probably should have actually watched my last YouTube series on that, but we're gonna have to just figure this out as we go here. It shouldn't be too hard. We're also gonna try and annoy him a little bit with our cavalry here.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna wait for them. Or at least he should do that. He does not wait for his reinforcements, which is crazy, but hey, your choice, mate. Since he has no cavalry, at least in this first army, it makes this pretty easy for us to just run around him and try and engage some of the weakened units, like the peasants here. And this is just gonna be a feint here to draw his troops away a little bit. Now we've got a second unit here, which is pretty far apart from the rest, so we're gonna try and catch them off guard.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Okay, that's not great because we really don't want to be fighting the spear militia in a fair fight here. He might also be sending his general ahead, which would be cool, but no, not yet. Okay, that did not work out at all. Get them to separate again. Then just get a nice charge off here. And just keep an eye on how many of our dudes we lose. And get out before they can catch us.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, but I cannot speed up the battle right here because I really need to concentrate. But so far it seems to be working pretty well. We've just lost 2 dudes with our first general and just some regular cavalrymen. But he is suffering quite a bit more casualties here. Okay. Alright, this here didn't work out as well as we thought, but so we're gonna retreat those lads because they suffered quite frankly enough. And we'll probably try to head back to our main army with those units here as well. Uh-oh. This isn't great. Oops. Okay, maybe just a little faster here. Yes, we broke them, which is great.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
We should be able to break them pretty quickly as well. But we definitely want to move out before they come in. So now, uh-oh. Get out, lads, get out. Okay. This doesn't seem to be working that well. Alright, it's time to retreat now. Or we get caught here. Okay, that was so-and-so. Also, we really don't want to be shot by the English archers here. Okay. So now we wait for the rest of his troops to arrive. What did we achieve? We lost 2% of our forces and killed 25 of his. That is pretty good. Just gonna be firing at will here. Let's try to maybe get a charge off in their backs once they get to us, but they seem to have changed their minds here. Alright, so far so good. I don't know, I just still kind of love this game. Obviously the graphics are old nowadays and the mechanics are pretty simple compared to other similar games, especially the newer Total War parts, but it's just still a great game, at least for me. And so far I am having some fun. If you're still watching this video, I hope you're having some fun as well. As I've said before, this is my first video, so this is just sort of a trial run. We're gonna have some things to improve here. Right now I'm pretty focused on the game. That might change in a couple of episodes, a couple of turns, speaking game-wise. Once I get the hang of it once again, I should be able to relax a little bit more. And that's the whole idea of this series. Just recapture an old game, having a good vibe and just having some fun. And most importantly, getting our revenge on the English. We might try and, or I might try and read up a little bit on the history behind this time period. Maybe get some inspiration, ideas, what we could do. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where the series takes us. Alright, his archers don't really seem to want to shoot us yet. Okay, our crossbows should definitely be focusing on his general, if we can. Because that's his most dangerous unit by far. Except maybe for the mailed knights, which we also want to take out. The rest will be easy to finish with our spears and our cavalry. Okay. We're not going to do any crazy flanking maneuvers, at least not right now, but we are going to try and get into this special ability here. He will probably try and charge our general here. With his light cavalry, that's not dangerous at all. This is very bad. I should have paid more attention here. This is pretty okay.
Our men are winning the battle.
Alright, we gotta get out of here. Then we will use... that's not good. Run, lads, run. Well, actually, we could probably win this. I thought it was the general at first, but it isn't, so we're gonna give it a try. Hopefully not lose any of our generals ourselves. Okay. Our archers really retreated quite a bit here. We did win that fight. We are winning here. General's bodyguard is running away. We don't wanna engage you straight up. We're really gonna have to pin him down with some spears.
The enemy is badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Pull you out as fast as I can because I really don't want to lose a general here. Also, take you out here. We're gonna use you to try and pin down his general. Now the spearmen are running away. That's good. That means we can run them down. Our archers here should move up a little bit. Try to finish off the mailed knights. We don't want to face those again. We're not going to catch them. Fight off as much of the rest as we can. Then you shouldn't be chilling here. We definitely want to finish up his general. That would be great.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees
Now
the
he's
field of
fleeing,
wars were
and we
standing.
got him. That's
Our men
great.
have captured the
I was
enemy
just
general.
about to say, I hope we can kill
Guard
the
him
general.
well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest. Our cowardly foe runs.
Alright.
We must push our advantage.
Now we're just gonna have to finish off as much as we can. We do want to continue here. Where is that lad? That's over here. You go for them. You go for them. The archers won't be needed anymore here. Don't want to cause any friendly fire here if we don't have to. The second general is also dead. That's great. You go after them, please. You finish them off. He's finished those off. Okay, that's the unit that's gonna be hard to catch, but we're gonna try. We still have quite a bit of the battlefields to catch them here, which is great. Okay, so we have that unit, this unit, this unit, and then we're gonna be done. Alright, thanks for bearing with me here. I know that took quite a while, but that was pretty successful, I'd say.
All of Christendom will be awed by our
Nice.
victory here today.
It was pretty fortunate that the first army just ran straight at us without waiting for the second army. But that's a pretty good start. So I probably should have said all along that that was the plan. Then I would seem like far more of a pro than I do now. I guess we can try to get some money for them, but they usually reject it. So we just sent them away.
God be praised for this victory.
Nice.
Ready and able.
We captured the English settlement on our land here, or the old Norman settlement, or whatever you want to call it, which was the first part of our plan here. And next steps are going to be to set over here, try and capture the rest of England, because we're just going to have a pretty good position after that. For me personally, I'm going to try and chill out a little more in future episodes, because that was kind of intense for me. Since I am uploading this to the internet, I don't want to do a bad job, so I had to concentrate quite a bit here, and also get my head back into the whole commentating stuff. But as I said before, that's just something we're going to work on as this series moved along. This was quite a long episode, but I think we're going to call it here. If you're still here, still watching, then thanks so much. If you have any feedback for me, please feel free to leave a comment. Yeah, that's it. Have a good time. Hopefully until next time.